I hope I am on. Am I on? I don't know. Anyway, what's going on? My name is Coach Eric. I hope you're doing well. I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just I like the concept of Google Plus Hangouts and whatnot. I'm just not very comfortable with it. I'm more of a Zoom guy, but this seems to be the way to go. So we're going to go ahead and go here. If something goes wrong, I've got my phone next to me on Facebook. Just say, "Hey, Eric, we can't see you or we can't hear you or whatnot." Just let me know, and I'll roll with it, right? Okay, so today we're going to talk about the benefits of red bananas versus the green. I'm just teasing now. We're going to talk about Beachbody on demand, how to rock Beachbody on demand. So let me see if I can do this screen share. Hold on a second here. I got to get myself all ready. Let's see. Screen share. There we go. All right. Okay. So if you cannot see this, let me know. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to talk about how to rock your Beachbody on Demand Challenge group like a boss. All right. Now, this presentation, this is probably going to be one of the only photos in this presentation. This is kind of bare bones because I kind of put it together at the last minute, but there's a lot of love and some information here for you. All right, so Beachbody on Demand, this particular approach using the Beachbody on Demand, it is nothing new, okay? There's no new bells and whistles or anything like that. It is not, and I repeat emphatically, it is not a quick fix. It is not a guaranteed double-digit Success Club earning machine with little to no work. It's not that. There's no genie in a magic bottle. This, just like with any other approach, it takes work in order for you to start to see success. Now, what this is what I've experienced over the past 60 days, is that it is a way to streamline your business activities. You're also able to engage stagnant downline coaches, engage existing Beachbody customers. And you're able to, I've been doing this for the past 60 days. I really feel like I'm making a difference. I've shifted my focus from Success Club points to, to generating, I want my next success story, not, where's my next Success Club point coming from? And to be honest with you, I haven't had a problem with Success Club since I've made that focus and that shift. And there's just been a release. This whole program, this whole concept was born in the bowels of my greatest fear. And then that was missing Success Club point, missing Success Club. For I was heading to 24 months of making consecutive Success Club, every month. And I wanted that, it wasn't the money thing. It was like, I needed to make sure that I'm setting a good example for my team. And Brother Man was struggling at times just to get Success Club 5. Some months were better than none, but I was struggling. And there was just a lot of what's the word? Stress. Very, very stressed out over those Success Club points. As a matter of fact, a lot of times my mood was dictated by the amount of Success Club points I had. That's not the way to go about this. This particular approach is very similar to a fit club. If some of you are familiar with fit clubs, basically with a fit club is that you're bringing in a person in an environment. All right. And there's no expectation that they purchase anything. The only expectation is that they engage with the group and they have fun. And that's pretty much what this approach is. It's bringing an individual in. You don't have to buy anything. There is no cutoff date. There is no rinse and repeat. You can go in, try it, and leave and never come back. That's totally fine. But if you ever come back, we're going to be here for you. That's the spirit of this particular approach. And I actually really like it. I don't have the stress that I did before. Now, this particular approach is still in the beta phase. Like I said, I've only been doing this for 60 days. Monday, we're going to start our third block of this program. And You know, the reason why I wanted to wait until this point is because I didn't want to introduce something or put a lot of energy into presenting something to you guys if I didn't have some information to kind of fall back on. I want to give you the good and the bad with this. Now, the benefits of this approach, long-term growth of residual team volume. And what I mean by that is that, you know, unlike like the typical free challenge group that I used to do, you know, like the clean eating challenge or, you know, sit up challenge or whatnot. Once that's done, it's done. With this, what happens is a vast majority of individuals end up opting in and staying on Beachbody on Demand. So that means I receive $15.55 commission. I will receive the PV, it's personal volume, of 15, and any of the coaches and any of the people that they have brought on board that actually that end up opting in, I receive team volume for that. So this can add up very, very quickly. And we'll talk about it a little bit later. Another really awesome benefit is that it frees up my time. I have time to build relationships with individuals, which is my strength. I like doing that. I don't like donning the sales cap and whatnot. I want to really help people find their success. That's where I'm best suited. This allows me also to free time up to start thinking creatively, start thinking of creative approaches, activities, and things to keep the group engaged, to keep it fresh and keep it fun. Another benefit is that it's easy to start, and new coaches or coaches that have been a little stagnant, they're going to see fast results. It's like you're offering something to someone for free. And there are a couple other things that you're going to be giving them. It's hard for them to say no. If they say no, then basically they're saying that they're not interested in getting fit. The monetary issue is pretty much taken out of the equation. All right, so I think I alluded earlier about the fact that this was started, you know, through, you know, my defeat. I think it was 3 or 4 months ago. I did not make Success Club. That's the first time in like almost 2 years. And it sucked at first. I'm not gonna lie, it really did. I was like, oh my God, I'm a failure. But guess what? You know what? Life kept going. My team didn't fall apart. My business didn't collapse, you know, but out of that, I said, you know what? I've got to find something that's going to work really well for me, and to just consolidate all of these different activities that I'm doing. I'm just kind of like chasing cats, you know? So, and here's just a kind of a description of what a typical month for me was like. Tell me if this is like you. I start off the month with a free challenge, and it might be a 3-day challenge, might be a week challenge, you know, but I've got this free challenge because I'm trying to find individuals for my group, right? Then if, you know, if I'm able to, I'll hopefully have 1 to maybe 3 people that say, yeah, you know, thanks for the free challenge. Now I'm ready to go ahead and move and purchase a paid challenge pack. You know, a lot of times I would get maybe 1 or 2, you know. That was a struggle because now it's like, okay, I've got 2 people. Well, I can't do a challenge group with 2 people, and I've got to piggyback with someone else. And I mean, that was just very, very stressful and difficult. Or I had to do another challenge group. I'd have to maybe cancel the first one, do another one so that I can get more people involved and interested in the challenge. And then on top of that, it's like, well, Eric, I need coaches. So I'm doing this, but I also need coaches as well. So sometimes I would get coaches from those 1 or 2 people from the challenge group, but then I would have to do what is coaching groups, coaching webinars and things of that nature. And then at the end of the month, you know, I would make Success Club by the skin of my teeth. And then boom, guess what? Rinse and repeat. I have to start all over again with the free challenges, trying to find more people, trying to find a new spin on things just to kind of get people that are interested, using the Facebook fan page money pit. Man, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but I've used it, and it's been a money pit for me. I haven't really had the results that some other coaches have had with it. So once again, that's my story. I'm just going to be real. Well, on top of all of that, then, you know, this is just, I'm taking a page from the leadership ladder. I am a team leader. That's the level that I'm at. And then many of you are team leaders or team builders. Well, if you look here, see this right here where it says PS, this is personally sponsored coaches with at least 1 Success Club point per month. Well, you want to have 2 if you're a team builder, and you want to have at least 4 as a team leader. This is, to me, the crutch of the sustainability and growth of your business. You need to find other coaches that are out there that are going to be able to duplicate what you're doing, and you want to provide them, you want to create an environment for them to learn the basics. So, on top of everything else I was doing, you had the new coach training, you got the emerald groups, you got the emerald to diamond groups. That's a lot of things to be engaged in, over the course of the month. Well, if I were to tell you that I could take the first 4 steps here, or the first 4 activities, consolidate those into one ongoing Beachbody on demand group. That is what I realized. That wasn't my that wasn't my intent when I started this, but I realized, oh my gosh, I can do all this in this one group, and it just saved me so much freaking time. Now, before I get into more into that, let me just kind of take a couple steps back and let you know, over the past 60 days, here are my results. They're not like, mind blowing, like, oh my God, I got to drop everything that I'm doing. I got to do what Eric's doing. But it is what it is. Over the course of the past 60 days, I generated 14 Success Club points using the system. I have 2 coach signups using the system. And I have over, for me personally, 40 people that signed up for the free Beachbody on demand. Now, out of those 40, I probably said maybe half of them stayed on. A lot of them ended up being co-hosts, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But on top of all that, what I forgot to write down in addition to that, is that I have co-hosts and I have other coaches and challengers who also invited other individuals as well. So that contributes to my team volume. So like I said, is it a success? I think there's one thing that's missing right now, and then that would be, can this be duplicated? Can this be easily duplicated? And right now I'm gonna give a shout out to Dana. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, Dana Stefan. She is a coach under Angela Waddell Capers. And Angela and I were looking at her downline recently, and we were trying to identify just diamonds in the rough, if you will. We ran across Dana, and Dana was on fire at one point. They said to take a couple steps back, it's a new job, a new baby and things and whatnot. And she was just at coach status. Well, I told her about this just last week. She has a full-time job, 3 kids. In just 1 week, she has 5 co-hosts. And once again, I'll tell you about what that is a little bit later. She has 5 co-hosts, and she has about 10 challengers. So, and it's like a week ago, she was involved in hardly any conversation. She had like a free challenge that she was doing with some people, but now she has a venue, a construct, something by which to utilize to really get these people engaged, involved, and really help them with achieving their specific goals without feeling overwhelmed, because before all this, it's like, oh, okay, well, you know what, now you got to go back to the rat race. Let's start with the free challenges and then your challenge group and all this. Well, no, now she's got something a little bit different that she's going to be doing. Now she's going to do the ongoing fitness bootcamp cycle. This is basically the new form of this. All right. So with this, it's 2 steps. I've got it's an ongoing, never-ending challenge, not a challenge, a fitness boot camp. It's not a challenge group. It's a fitness group. It's a constant group on Facebook. 21 days on, 7 days active recovery. That's what and it's always there. Unlike the old method that I did, where I would create a free challenge group, shut that down, and then create a paid challenge group, and then shut that down, and then just do other things. And no, here, one group, always active, always on, 21 days on, 7 days active recovery. Now, the funny thing about it is that, and well, I'm going to talk about this in detail a little bit later. The 21 days on, that's the easy part. That's the part where they're engaged in, their accountability. I've got my co-host. they know exactly what they're supposed to do, and then they're doing their thing. And, you know, there's a lot of engagement, there's a lot of activity, and it pretty much runs itself. When I was in Cancun a few months ago, and this was the first month that I was doing this, I had my co-host running it. They pretty much ran the thing. I think one person was like, do we even need Eric? She was just in jest, but she's like, do we even need Coach Eric? I mean, yeah, we got this, that's what I want to hear. That's pretty awesome, right? The hard part, I guess the more difficult part for me, is the 7 days of active recovery, because this is a special time, because during this time, a lot of things are happening. I'm addressing many different groups of individuals. All right. I've got my veterans, right? The ones that just finished the recent 21-day block. And then now we're talking about, this is the awesome opportunity and venue to talk about the, you know, detox, the 3-day refresh. We can talk about, and I like doing fun stuff like, let's declutter a room in our house or a drawer or whatnot. Let's do that while also detoxing our body. So we're detoxing our house and detoxing our body. This is an awesome opportunity to talk about different programs that we may not have done. Like, okay, guys, we're not going to go balls to the wall hard anymore, because we're trying to give our body a break. Have you tried P90X2 and their active recovery exercise programs? Have you tried Tai Chi? Maybe we'll just do a week of Tai Chi. You know, my kitty cat's very, anyway. So we've got that. And another group of people that I talk to is we've got our new people that are starting up. And so now they're getting excited. Matter of fact, like right now, we are in our 7 days active recovery right now. So I've got new people that are coming in, and then they're being invited in by our new coaches and co-hosts. And now is the time, you know, where we talk about, you know, hey, let's talk about taking pictures. Let's talk about clearing out your pantry. Let's talk about taking measurements and whatnot. So they're getting excited, they're getting pumped, and they're ready to go. You know, then I talk to I gather up my co-host, and with the co-host, I tell them, okay, here's the game plan, guys, for the next 21 days. These are the things that we have to do. And then the last thing that I do is I create fitness calendars for the new people. So you're probably thinking, dang, yeah, that's a lot of work. This is 7 days. 7 days, I'm pretty much, yeah, it's, you know, it's pretty intense. But after that, it pretty much runs itself, which is pretty awesome. All right, so I tried to find I don't know why I said this, the 7 pillars of the Beachbody on-demand approach. I don't know where that came from. I think I had too much coffee. But basically, there are just, not 7, 6. There are 6 things that I really like about this approach. All right, so we're going to dial into each one of these things. So the first one, ongoing free fitness bootcamp. I love that. It's ongoing, never ending. That's what's so awesome about it. Matter of fact, I just kind of pretty much talked about this. 21 days on, 7 days active recovery. The great thing about this, it's a nice balance. People are like, gosh, 21 days? You're doing a 21-day free group? Yep, pretty much. That's what it is. And people stay engaged just the way that it's set up, because I've got my co-hosts that are there, and they're always posting, and we always have different activities, different things that are coming up at different times to really engage the group. So that's pretty much a strong suit of this approach. Another thing is that we offer free tools to achieve long-term success to anyone who is ready to commit to themselves. We have a free online fitness assessment. And then from that, I create free fitness calendars for them. And then they also obviously have free access to the Beachbody on demand. So first, let me talk about the free online assessment. This right here is a screenshot of my, hold on a second, I want to make sure, okay, I want to make sure you're seeing that. This is a screenshot of my Beachbody, I'm sorry, of my website. Hold on a second. No, my kitty cat is acting crazy. This is a screenshot of my website, and This right here is a fitness assessment that I do for anyone who is interested in joining our group. And you see, I've got 2 questions that are highlighted. I've got, what is your level of fitness? What is your preferred workout style? And hold on a second, guys. Hold on. All right. I got cats running all over the place. All right. So what is your level of fitness? What is your preferred workout style? And the cool thing about this is each question here has a specific purpose. The ones that are highlighted are going to help me in creating a customized fitness program for this particular individual. So if you go to the Beachbody On Demand page, you're going to see a section where it says types of workouts: cardio, muscle building, dance, and slim and tone. If you click on any of these, it's going to list out all of the specific programs that fall under that particular category. So when I look at this person's this answer, they're slim and tone, and they're intermediate. Then I know from experience exactly what type of workout that I can create for them. Now, I've gone to a website. It's called I think it's beachbodyworkoutscheduler.com. And you can create your own fitness workouts. It's pretty much like a drag and drop type of thing. So initially, I'm not gonna lie to you, this was very, very time consuming initially, because for each and every person that I had, I was creating a calendar from scratch for them. But then after my 10th calendar, I kind of realized, I said, you know what? They're gonna fall under one of these 4 categories, and then they're gonna be intermediate, or they're going to be advanced or beginner, right? Well, after a while, I figured out, well, there's only about 4 or 5 main fitness calendars that I need to create. And then I'll just plug those individuals in that appropriate calendar. And this is what they get. This is one of the views of what it looks like, the particular calendar that I provide for them, right? And I like it because it's professional. It has a professional layout, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, wow, okay, now I know exactly what I want to do." Because think about it, there are all those different programs that we're just giving them at once, and even if they have this system right here, it's still kind of hard to figure out what they want to do. This right here gives them a roadmap. It gives them a guide. It gives them something from someone who has been in their shoes before and knows exactly what it is that they need in order to maximize their results. Now, some of you are pretty new, and you're probably saying, well, Eric, I really wouldn't know, what workouts I would need, because I've only done about 2 or 3. Well, then you ask your upline, you ask your teammates, or you just get with me, and then you can copy and paste the different workouts that I have into your specific account, right? Okay, another awesome thing about this approach is I use CoHost. CoHost is a term that was generated by superstar rock star Coach Smooth Tanya Lewis in her approach. And I just kind of took that and kind of put a couple spins on it that worked best for me. For me, basically a co-host is an opportunity for someone to step into the shoes of a coach without them really feeling the burden of knowing everything or doing anything like special to become a quote unquote coach. What happens eventually is that they're doing their thing, and after a while I'm like, hey, you know what? You're pretty much doing what I do. The only difference is Thursday. I get paid, you don't. You're doing exactly what it takes to become an effective coach. With CoHost, the beauty of it is that, this group can get pretty big, but you're delegating responsibility. And when you delegate responsibility, the group pretty much runs itself. And when it runs itself, it helps to, it allows me to do a lot of things, because I have a lot of time that's freed up. And with that, I'm able to focus on building relationships with, my specific co-host or my specific challengers. And I'm also freed up to think creatively, think of some creative different types of activities and events within that boot camp to really keep people engaged and keep them going. It also, like I said, it empowers future coaches. you know, because after a while they're like, yeah, I think I kind of like this coaching thing, you know. And so that's why I got my 2 coaches. And this right here on the bottom, this is an email that I sent to the June CoHost group. We've got about 15, I think 15 co-hosts, if I'm not mistaken. And here I assigned their days to post. I'm like, okay, Shiloh and Dana, you're gonna rock day 1. Tuesdays, Pamela and Crystal, you're gonna do what we call I Sweat Tuesday. It's one of the events that one of the activities that we do every Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday and so on, and then you just rinse and repeat. So they know exactly what they're responsible for. And then what I try to do is the ones that have co-hosted before, or the ones that are actual coaches, I assign them a more challenging responsibility because I know that they can handle it. You know, maybe I'll say, hey, you know, I want you to rock out this dance party that we're going to have on Thursday. I need you to make that rock, really, really get the group engaged with that, you know? So that's what's so cool about this particular approach. And it's a win-win because I'm not running around like a chicken with his head cut off, you know, and I'm empowering my coaches. And really think about it. This is really, I'm teaching my coaches how to run an effective challenge group. You know, I'm teaching them how to become a coach. All right. And this is really cool too. This is some of the challenges, the mini challenges and activities that we were able to come up with simply because I had the time to really think about it. This starting next Monday, that's going to be the beginning of our 21-day block. We're going to do a Shakeology breakfast club during the second month. I got this idea from Instagram. So this right here, this person, I like this graphic here. They talk about the Shakeology, like what's for breakfast, and then you got the Starbucks. So what we're going to do is for a week, we are going to share our Shakeology recipes for breakfast. It's called the Breakfast Club. And basically, what is that? That's just a free challenge that we used to do. I used to do the 7-day Shakeology challenge. Well, that's what this is here. So during that first week, I'm like, I'm going to do an event within my group saying, hey guys, we're going to do this Shakeology Breakfast Club. It starts next week if you're interested. Those of you who have Shakeology, get ready because we're going to have some awesome recipes. Start looking into different recipes right now. Those of you who do not have Shakeology, if you'd like to try it, here's where you go to purchase your sampler pack. It's only, I forgot how much, but $29 for you to try it out. So we're going to have a breakfast club. Something else that we're thinking about doing, we're going to have a Beachbody move of the day. I got this from another guy on Instagram where, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I'll just throw a quick video where we will do a move from one of the Beachbody programs. And what I will do is I'll probably do the standard move set, and then either myself or someone else in the group will do a modified move set and encourage other people to do the same. And then you can do things like say, okay, guys, everyone who does this, I'm gonna, put a name in a hat, and then the winner will get, a free Shakeology tumbler or a free Shakeology sample packet, or what have you. Other things that we've done, we've done a Dub Smash contest. If you're familiar with Dub Smash, it has nothing to do with fitness or anything like that, but it's fun and it builds community and it's crazy and it's funny. We're having a dance-off in this particular challenge. What's awesome about this challenge too is that you have the opportunity to introduce people to new fitness products that are coming out. We've got the undivided attention of close to 100 people right now. So we're going to have this dance off. We're going to talk about size, and I'm going to, me, Mr. Non-Rhythm, will be dancing every Thursday. We're going to have a dance party. We've got our I Sweat Tuesday. We've got another thing called Stop, Drop, and Drink H2O, where they drink their water and they tag someone else in the group, and that person has to stop, drop, and drink their water, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, keep going on and on. The other one is in the Team Motivate downline. We've been doing this for 3 years now. It's called the Swimsuit Slim Down. This approach, it's very flexible because I was like, okay, well, do I need to create another group for the Swimsuit Slim Down? Heck no, I'll just create this specific one for this particular group, and it works. It works. We also have, and this is really something I want to work on. We have live webinars. And what I mean by a live webinar is that I will invite someone to a Zoom session, or maybe even like a session like this if I feel more comfortable with it. And I will interview an individual that I know who has had a significant change in their fitness journey, or maybe they're just starting off in their fitness journey. I want to choose someone that the group can identify with. It's easy to go on YouTube or the Beachbody website and say, okay, go, check out this video of this person here who lost a whole bunch of weight. It's another thing to actually sit down and interview someone that I know that actually went through an amazing transformation. So then the people that are there that are doing, wow, you know what? Wow, this is a real person. I think I can do this too. That's what's so awesome about that. And in the live webinar, we just don't talk about fitness. We also tie in the coaching opportunity as well. And the last one that I had an individual, Kelly, and she talked about how coaching helped her to achieve her fitness goals. And we talked about that as well. And it wasn't like a spamming, like, oh, you need to be a coach and blah, blah, blah. It was just a natural conversation. So we're definitely going to do about 1 or 2 of those every block of our 21 day. Here we've got opt-ins and upsells. I hate that terminology, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Basically, you're bringing people, to this group, and what they have, you're giving them 90% of what they need to become successful, right? Well, that 10%, the things that I'm holding back the nutrition portion of it. If they want that, then they need to prove to me that they are all in and they are ready to go. If they're ready to go, then I'm going to give them everything that I've got, but then they've got to show me. So people that purchase Shakeology Home Direct, people that purchase a challenge pack from me, people that step up and become coaches receive extra things from me. I have this thing where it's called the all-in kit, and it's exclusive to that group of people that I told you. So in this particular kit, I saw this online, I took it, and then I tweaked it and made it my own via Fiverr. They get a workbook, they get a meal tracker, they get a shopping list, they get, we're going to be measuring, they get this thing with that talks about, the different 21-day fixed containers and the different foods that they can have with it. They also receive a meal plan. I saw this meal plan online. It's just from this awesome individual, fueledforfitness.com. I took this, and as we speak right now, I've got a person in Fiverr making one of these for me, and I'm going to take it, I'm going to tweak it, I'm going to make it my own. I'm going to offer that to people who are ready to step up, people who are ready to commit, purchase a challenge pack, and who are ready to go. And then the last thing that I really like about this particular approach, it's all about who do you know? Referrals to this thing, referrals are king. It's so awesome. And like I said, this isn't something new. This is just something that I've just included in this new approach, where you talk to someone and then they're ready to go and they're like, yes, sign me up. It's so easy to say, okay, well, who else do you know? Do you think that would be willing to do this with you? Why not? It's free. They're getting all this stuff for free. Why would they not want to do this? And then for a new coach, it's so easy. Like I was saying, Dana, she's not new, but Dana just took off. She was like, okay, this is easy. And then Dana has her co-host. They have also invited new people because it's easy. It's, I try not to overcomplicate it. I don't give them scripts or anything like that. Like, well, here, just invite them. Tell them what we're doing. And like, okay, cool, got it. Boom, and make it happen. What I do is, and then once again, nothing new. I'm shouting it out to anybody and everybody that wants to hear me. I'm now that I have time, I can really reconnect with my customer leads. I sent an email out to my newsletter the other day, and I was like, hey, and this is pretty much what I said. Who's ready to go? And I got a huge response from individuals that were like, sign me up, let's go. Social media. I put this out on social media. I put it out on my Facebook fan page, Money Pit, and I also put it on on just my regular Facebook group and on Instagram. You could do things like I love experimenting with different cooking methods and cuisine and whatnot. Every time I plate something, what I'm learning to do is I'm putting those little containers right next to my plate and say, hey guys, if you're interested in, you know, in this recipe and more information, message me. It's just a nice way to kind of segue into the you know, conversation about, hey, I've got this ongoing group. I think that you would be really good for it. You should come and check us out, you know, and that's pretty much it. I should have done a, I don't have another slide. that's it. But what I should have really talked about, let's see if I can, without messing this totally up. Let's see, bear with me. I am going to stop. Okay, I hope to goodness that you guys saw that. I just saw a button that said share to everyone. Please, Lord, tell me that you guys saw that. I'm looking on my phone here. No messages, so either no one's listening to me or actually saw it, which is awesome. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the Beachbody on demand in a nutshell. That's pretty much what it is. Downside, we still have questions. You know, can this be duplicated? Like, I have a couple of coaches that have taken this and really just embraced the spirit of what this is, and they have really gone with it. This month is going to really be telling, because this month we've got individuals from other co-hosts that are doing this. I would love to see a rank advancement from one of the coaches that are in here. I would love to see a couple of coaches gain at least 2 other new coaches from this particular method. Then I will be very confident that this is an approach that is worthy of more investment of my time. But all right, guys, that's it. If you have any other questions or anything like that, holler at me, let me know, and God bless, and thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later.